Blog Talk Radio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And welcome aboard, my minions. My name is Tom Marquis, El Presidente. I am on loan from God for the next 2 hours. Myself and my crew will guide you through this crazy world of sports. We do this thing called the best every morning. It is the Saturday before Christmas. Hope everyone is ready. I know that some NFL teams are wanting some Christmas miracles. Obviously, among those, the Indianapolis Colts. We'll get into that later on in the show. Standing by in our green room, though, is Rick Riggin, executive producer of The Balance, and Matthew Embry, our college football contributor, IndyCar contributor, and all-around great guy. And then we'll have Ed Kratz on as well today, obviously our official NFL contributor, beat writer for the Philadelphia Eagles with the Sports Exchange. And then Mo for the BS Sports Show is going to be joining us. And also we've got a couple of super fans from the Steelers and the Browns. I believe Adam and Kyle both are going to be calling in sometime in the NFL. During the NFL talk to talk about their prospective teams. My name is Tom Marquis, El Presidente. 917-889-8516 is our digits. We'll be right back. Get this thing started.
Tonight, I just want to take you away. Throw your hands up in the sky. Let's set this party on fire. Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
The Air National Guard is a reserve component of the United States Air Force and serves alongside active-duty Air Force members in times of a national crisis. In addition, the Air Guard serves the state and local community in a wide range of capacities. The reason people join the Air Guard is as diverse as our members and includes such reasons as a deep desire to serve their country, money for college, travel, new job skills, and the pride that goes along with belonging to the greatest military organization in the world. I joined because I felt a calling to serve my country, but I didn't want to be far away from my family, so the Indiana Air National Guard was a perfect fit for me. With over 95 different career opportunities to choose from and 100% paid college tuition to any state-funded college, why not give us a call? Call 1-800-841-3103 or visit online at goang.com to find out more. Again, that's 1-800-841-3103. The Air National Guard, guarding America, defending freedom.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals, see live educational shows, feel the excitement. Have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo. Feel the adventure. Shop the Symbol Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the rare and exotic animals at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Just take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the sign. Only 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to geico.com and you can save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your moves.
When you don't go to geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
All right, welcome back to The Balance. My name is Tom Marquis, El Presidente. A lot of you might think that's Trans-Siberian Orchestra, but actually that's the Metallica's version of it, and that's just for you, Rick. Merry Christmas to you, sir. How are you?
Well, thank you very much. Pretty good. How are you? Hey, Matt.
Good. Matthew Embry also joins us. Matthew, how are you? You ready for Christmas, sir?
I was actually thinking that was Mannheim Steamroller, but I digress.
Oh, Mannheim Steamroller. That would have been another one. A lot of people confuse Mannheim Steamroller with Trans-Siberian Orchestra. No comparison. Both good bands. I had an opportunity to go see Trans-Siberian Orchestra earlier this month here in Indianapolis. I'm going to tell you what a stage show that is. And I also found out that Metallica is coming here in that. I don't remember when it was.
I believe it's in March.
We might be doing a trio, me, you, and your wife, because if I say air quotes, my chick isn't going to go see Metallica. That's for sure. That's okay. I showed her that text you sent me, Rick, about you're like, there's no way I'm going to be able to go to Metallica without my wife, and
all right.
And she's like, she texts me back. She's like, and there's no way this chick is going to Metallica. So we might be doing a trio thing.
I mean, they're not like a death metal band or anything. I wonder why.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But that's okay. Hey, you know what? I'm just excited. We're going. Well, I told you that.
Sorry about that. Hey, how you doing? Rick Riggin here.
What do you think about possibly Kurt Busch return to the Indy 500 with Ganassi? That's the last rumor this week.
I saw that. I was getting ready to lead into that with you. Matthew, real quickly, before we get into some of this college football talk, I know we do have some news out of the racing scene, and certainly some things talking about with Indianapolis. So get us up to speed in the funny season with IndyCar.
Well, Dragon Speed has joined the party. For those of you that are unaware of Dragon Speed, that's the team that's based in Europe with American ties, led by Elton Julian, the ex-Formula One prospect. He signed Ben Hanley, another ex-Formula One prospect, to drive that entry. That now means we have 28 confirmed seats for the Indy 500, a possibility we could go as high as 40, if not 42, for this May. So a lot of dicing around, and I think looking at the potentials list, you still got 2 full-time seats potentially at Carlin, possibly if Kimball can find more money. Art C. Ederson's another possibility there. And again, we could see possibly as many as 6 from Andretti. And then it'll be very curious to see what Foyt does. If they enter a third car, if they do the same conglomerate, who wins out? Because, of course, Jonathan Byrd II has his driver, James Davison. And now Bellardi has their driver, Zachary Clayman DeMello, for Indy Lights this upcoming year. So I'll be very curious to see which driver wins out and gets that ride if Foyt does run another conglomerate with the group from Bird, Bellardi, and Hollinger as he did this past May.
Well, it's going to be absolutely. We're just a little over 100 days away from the Indianapolis 500 here in Indianapolis. Exciting times, but also very exciting times as we get ready for this week of bowl games, and as we get closer toward the end of the year. Obviously, we've got the big bowl games we'll be talking about in more detail next week on New Year's Day, but we are getting into the bowl game season. But before we do that, guys, I don't know if you heard this or not. This is not an onion story. It's a real story. Urban Meyer is going to stay employed at Ohio State University, not as a coach, but as a professor. He'll be leading and teaching a course in leadership and mentorship. A little bit different, but it's a true story reported there out of Columbus, Ohio. What are your thoughts, Rick?
Well, I would say that, you can't make this stuff up. I have heard about it. I know Hollywood is out of movie ideas. This would be a great one for them to do a movie about. This is a guy that, because of medical conditions, says he cannot remember anything anymore, but he remembers the leaked text messages in the whole Zach Smith case. He never forgets what to do on third down, but yet he can't remember anything. But this is the guy they bring in to teach about leadership and mentorship. So it doesn't make any sense to me. I was actually really shocked. It's one of those things where real life is funnier than jokes and memes, I guess. But I don't really have a thought on it. It was just really shocking and laughable when I saw this yesterday.
Matt, what are your thoughts? Urban Meyer going to the classroom. He's going to teach a leadership class at the Ohio State Buckeyes Business School.
Is this a joke?
It really is not a joke. It's a joke. I thought it was like something out of the Onion. It is absolutely for real.
This is like Jim Herrick Jr. coaching or taking a class or running a class at the University of Georgia involving basketball, where the final exam says, "How much is a 3-point basket worth?"
Right.
That's good. You're right.
Seriously.
You're right. It's like Reggie Bush teaching a class on nonprofit like charity organizations, or Plaxico Burris teaching a gun safety class.
Thank you.
Well, guys, we'll let that lie where it lies. It is talk about, but let's get into. First of all, before we get into these bowl games, last week Crossroads Classic here in Indianapolis, Notre Dame, Purdue, and Butler and IU. You cannot ask for a better finish in the Butler and IU game. We'll start with you, Matt. First of all, we talked about on this show last week who's going to be the most polished turd. Turned out to be Notre Dame over Purdue. But what are your thoughts on the Crossroads Classic, Notre Dame, Purdue, and that magnificent finish by Indiana over Butler?
Yeah, Notre Dame won, but as Rick Rickett knows, it came with a price. Rex Pfluger tore his ACL. He is out for the season. Team looked a little bit sluggish this week against Binghamton and Jacksonville on Thursday. And I got to say, Rick, I was talking to Chuck Freeby with WHME, and he is convinced that this team at best may not even win 7 games in the ACC coming up when the regular season gets going. Because now, I mean, you had a leader at Pfluger, and now you're going back to a TJ Gibbs that doesn't seem like he is interested in being on that leadership role, even though he is a senior, and you have all these freshmen around there. I just don't know, without a solid base now, without Pfluger, I don't know how this team's going to be successful when we get the ACC play next week.
Yeah, you're right. I can't put it any better than you just did. That's my thoughts exactly. They were kind of in a rebuilding and reloading year anyway, and now they've lost their main piece to build with. So I don't know how it's going to shake out rest of the season, but not winning 7 games in the ACC is probably likely. So, yeah, 100% agree.
And add to that, I think you look at Indiana and Purdue, Tom. Indiana, I think, they looked very sluggish against, I'd say, a mediocre at best Butler team, and it had to come down to a last-second shot for them to win the game. I think that's concerning if you are in the Archie Miller camp for them. So I got to say, I mean, it's been, 3 years the last time no Indiana school made it to the NCAA tournament.